What's the fuss over the Rafale deal? Both sides have drawn a line in the sand. Both sides are refusing to back off. The country has been treated to a big parliamentary spectacle over this mega defense deal. What the truth is still out there. There are only versions on both sides, and there are facts claimed by both sides. But now, with this flashpoint showing no signs of diffusing, India today has learnt that there could be a plan afoot as we speak to diffuse this situation politically. The bigger question is, has this controversy already gone way past the point of no return?
प्रधानमंत्री के दबाव में आकर निर्मला सीतारमण जी ने देश को झूठ बोला है.
The political dogfight over the Rafale aircraft deal has just intensified after a fearsome exchange in parliament.
कि ऐसा कोई पैक्ट हिंदुस्तान की सरकार और फ्रांस की सरकार के बीच में नहीं है.
It's a war over privilege motions next, with the Congress motions against the Prime Minister and Defence Minister, and the government moving a motion against Rahul Gandhi. But as the two sides sharpen claws in Parliament, top sources reveal the Modi government has actually had enough and wants to kill the fuss before the controversy truly explodes into a full-blown election issue. And with an emboldened opposition showing no signs of backing off, a plan could be afoot to bring the issue to an end once and for all. Top sources tell India Today that the Modi government is contemplating the release of Rafale deal data, while pointing out that the Congress has wasted national time since the figures have been released before in Parliament. After the bruising exchanges inside and outside Parliament, the government hopes the strategic release of data will disarm and defang a marauding Congress. Sources say the government has recognized internally it has misstepped with invoking confidentiality when the details being sought are already in the public domain, and therefore the government hopes to deprive the Congress on election weapons. The government hopes killing the Rafale controversy will bring the spotlight back to the VVIP chopper scam, which could implicate Congress leaders. An extremely hostile flashpoint over the Rafale deal has severely limited the government's options going forward, with the Congress refusing to take a single step back or slow down on its charges, which centre around four basic issues. The principal charge by the Congress is that the Modi government overpaid massively for 36 Rafales, and this charge will be responded to with the disclosure of the deal details that explains the financials. The second charge of secrecy will likely be responded to with the counter charge that the information being sought is already in the public domain, and that the government was merely referring to an active government-to-government agreement between India and France. The sticky charge of crony capitalism and favours to the Ambani-owned Reliance Defence is likely to be responded with the government releasing details of the mechanism to select offsets partners. And finally, the charge that the Rafale deal was pushed through without clearance from the Cabinet Committee on Security is likely to see a factual clarification. Political warfare over the Rafale deal has also become a battle of brinkmanship and egos between the Modi government and the Rahul-led Congress, with each side now unwilling to show any signs of weakness. If the government does choose to make a strategic move now to deprive the Congress of a juicy election weapon, it will only be because politics on the deal is now probably worth more than the aircraft itself. Bureau Report, India Today.
And we've got some big breaking news coming in on the ongoing Rafale controversy. Former Defence and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has fired at the Congress over the Rafale deal controversy through a fresh blog post where Arun Jaitley, in his latest attack, has said that the Congress party has a history of creating fake issues. He says the Rafale is a fake issue created by the Congress and says that the Congress has realized that there is a danger of the next election becoming a referendum on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's performance. The Congress's strategy, Jaitley says, is twofold. It has the manufacturer, it has manufactured the issue of the Rafale deal, and the issue is failing to cut much ice, says Minister Jaitley. And he says this was a government-to-government deal with no private group involved. It involves national security, and it is the armed forces which have preferred this aircraft for its improved combat capability. He's also very significantly clarified for the first time that the appointment of the offsets partner, which is the Reliance Defence Group owned by Anil Ambani, a key question asked by the Congress party. He says that the appointment of that company was by the manufacturer of the Rafale and that the Indian government has no role to play in the appointment of such an offsets partner. Shudhi Ranjan Sen, editor Defence, joining us live. Shudhi, this is perhaps the most senior level statement on this raging Rafale controversy. Union Minister Arun Jaitley has held the portfolios of defence as well as finance. He's also a man known to be very close to the Prime Minister. This blog post coming out, a scathing attack on the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, and also providing some details about what the government says is a factual position on the Rafale deal.
Well, yes, because, Shiv, we have seen that, defense deals or defense ministry, so to say, has been the graveyard of many governments in the past.
Yes.
And therefore, the government naturally so is very, very cautious. Although, questions can be asked that whether they needed to handle the entire issue in the manner that it has been handled, whether a conciliatory approach could have been taken, whether the opposition could have been, taken into confidence without making the details public. I mean, it has happened in the past, we know that. And whether the government should have done that or should have taken this kind of a very strong stand, so to say, that we will not give out an inch. That, of course, can be questioned. But yes, we are getting a clarification for the first time. And this is what we have heard from the sources in the Defense Ministry, that, yes, people can question why Anil Ambani's company has got it when it doesn't have any experience. But that question cannot be directed towards the government, because till date the government says it has not been informed officially of the offset partners. It is going to come in some time.
Yeah.
And it is between the two companies to decide and feel the, the feel-good factor between the two that could have done it. So the government says that we are not at all involved in this. You need to direct that question towards France and towards the airplane manufacturer. Shiv.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's the first on-record clarification at a very senior level by Arun Jaitley. He's been a former defence minister and a finance minister. Shudhi, continue to stay with us, but we also have Gaurav Vallabh, spokesperson of the Congress party, Syed Zafarul Islam of the BJP with us. Gaurav, I want to come to you quickly first for a reaction on what Minister Arun Jaitley has said in this blog post. A large part of this post is a political attack on Rahul Gandhi and your party. There is one operative paragraph which deals specifically with the Rafale controversy that is current. Your response, Gaurav, then we'll take it further.
See, Shiv, from the day one we are saying why government is interested to divert, dupe and deceive the people of our country on this issue. And we are having 2-3 very small questions. First thing, that how come the price per aircraft increased by 3 times? What we did, the price, what we freezed in 2012 and what actually the price as per the annual report of Dassault Aviation 2016, the price got increased by 3 times. Why it happened? Second thing, government is saying it is a secret pact, we can't disclose. I am asking a very simple question, that secret pact is about the technicalities. On commercial issues, the secret pact is altogether open.
Right.
Third issue, as finance minister is saying, Jaitley ji is saying that it is between company to company. I am asking Shiv, a very fundamental question.
Okay.
Can a company based in France having an interest in the fighter aircraft and another company who had not any experience of making a small bullet also, how, I am asking, how a commercial sense will be there? I am asking how a joint venture can be there? I am asking, is there any other example in the world where people are having this type of JVs?
Okay.
No. So this is a clear-cut example, and why government is hiding? When when we were in power, we had shared everything regarding defense, whether it is Sukhoi, whether it's INS Vikramaditya.
Okay.
Why they are trying to hide the facts? If there are facts, come out with the facts. Clean yourself. Otherwise, there is a 44,000 crore. There is an escalation of the price of 2012 and today.
Okay. So, Syed, that is the Congress party basically outright rejecting what Minister Jaitley has put out by way of an attack/clarification on the Rafale controversy. Respond to the Congress. It's a rejection of the statement.
Well, I will make one request to Mr. Gaurav Bhalla, that he should not interrupt when I am speaking.
Yeah, he won't. He's listening. He's listening to you.
See, first of all, let me respond to what he said. Yeah, the price has always been informed to the Parliament, both in Rajya Sabha as well as in Lok Sabha. And in 2016, the price was informed to the Lok Sabha, and in 2018, March, the price was informed to the upper house as well. That the base price is known to everyone is something. If they are saying that it's not known, that is something which they should go back and see what the proceedings of the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Now the question is the additional mechanism, what the additional things which the Government of India has to improve its capabilities. What exactly additional mechanism which we have sought from Rafale is something which cannot be disclosed purely because this is the key issue. Rafale is everyone knows that it's a jet fighter plane, but the other thing which we have arranged, something which should not be known to anyone, because if those things you can secrecy, if these secrecy can be made public. In the secret things which you are actually to enhance your capability, if you are making it public,
okay, so let me ask.
It will only alert the enemy country like Pakistan.
Okay, no, but Gaurav, I want a very straight clarification on this without any political rhetoric. Is the Congress looking for, data that is already out there in the public domain? Or are you looking for secret data of a sensitive nature? Clarify this for us, because as Syed pointed out, certain levels of financial details have already been put out there in the Dassault Aviation annual report as well as in replies to Parliament in the past.
So I am asking, Shiv, you had raised a very important point. I am just replying in two sentences. First sentence is that, can you imagine that, can you imagine, please hold, can you imagine a car is purchased for 10 lakh rupees and the additional issues are more 20 lakh rupees are additional issues and the price of the car becomes more than 30 lakh. Is it possible? He is making a very kiddish argument. Second point, he himself is saying that we had shared the price of the aircraft.
Can I just respond?
Price of the aircraft, as per the Minister of State Defence, Dr. Bhamre, he had mentioned that price of the aircraft is 670 crore in the Parliament. As per the aviation,
without
it is 1670 crore. So we are asking, Arey bhai, please let us know who is correct.
Can I just speak?
The country wants to know what happened to the 42,000 crore rupees which is paid extra, and why it is paid extra.
Syed, you must remember that no matter what the BJP has said, the Congress has continued to ask this question. So perhaps something is getting lost in translation, or you're not communicating it properly. The BJP has not been able to convince the Congress of what this money has been used for. Please make another attempt.
No. It's not BJP. It is Congress fixation for something which they have practiced. Today they are preaching what they have not practiced in the past. See, they are asking us to divulge details which they didn't do that in the parliament between 2004 to 2014 purely because there was a confidentiality agreement and the pact, the clause, and they cited that clause and said that we cannot share those details purely because it is of sensitive nature. Today we are saying the same thing, but they have problem even though they know that this weaponry details or additional capabilities which we have got for this Rafale deal is something which cannot be disclosed to public.
Give it, okay.
And they are fully aware. But they just want to unnecessarily make up the issue because we cannot share the price.
Why you are in a mode of divert, dupe and
let me just complete.
Why can't you come out that this is the fact. This is the fact which we signed with the government of France in 2008. Under this fact, there is no restriction of disclosing the commercial details. There is no restriction. Please refer this fact. I had gone through line by line, but there is no restriction. But under this annual report, the price per aircraft is
okay. Now let's say
1670 crore.
Okay.
The MOS is saying 670 crore. And what we had done is 526 crore. That is the confusion.
Just to get this correct, let's answer. Gaurav, just to clarify, Syed, before you answer, one clarification. Basically, Gaurav, you're saying that Minister Jaitley is lying. Are you saying Minister Jaitley is lying because he's saying that the Congress, in a similar fashion, has not revealed information of this nature before? And is expecting us to do the same thing, expecting the BJP to do the same thing. That's what Jaitley is saying.
It is very easy to make these type of statements. Can he pinpoint that what was the deal at which we had not disclosed? I am having entire data sheet with me. We had disclosed the price of the
fair question.
We had disclosed of Sukhoi.
Let's Syed answer. Let's Syed answer. Okay, let's Syed answer. No, Syed, go ahead and answer that question.
This man should at least have some discipline. I don't know how he has become a spokesperson when he has no discipline.
Okay,
allow people to speak. If you want a meaningful discussion, I am not interrupting you at all.
I had become what I am, but you think about you.
Okay, let's not get personal. Let's discuss the substantive issue.
Professor, or you say that you don't behave like a professor.
That why there is a price difference.
Between an illiterate and a professor. You come across as illiterate.
Crore. Today, as per Dassault Aviation, it is 1620 crore.
Let's say an answer.
Minister is saying 620
Gaurav, let's say an answer. Let's say an answer. Yeah, Syed, go ahead.
Now let me speak. Let him speak. I will speak only.
He's done. He's asked you a question. Now answer.
Because this man does not want people to speak. Okay. With one condition, I will not interrupt.
Okay, okay. Gaurav, hold your peace. Let's say finish, then I'll come back to you.
Please.
We are not saying anything about the base price of the aircraft. Base price of the aircraft is something which 670 crore. This man also knows, and everyone knows because it has been made public. Now the additional capabilities and weaponaries which we have inducted in this aircraft, that is something which is confident. The moment you give breakup, you basically divulge the details of what weaponry you are actually buying from from Rafale. So that is something which is extremely sensitive, and for the interest of the nation and for national security reason, this should not be made public.
I want to ask you a question, Gaurav. I'll ask you a question.
They have done in the past. We are just saying the same thing.
Gaurav,
do not. And we never made an issue because national interest and national security is paramount importance to us. Unlike Congress party and then unnecessarily invoking something which they have not done in the past.
I just want to ask a bigger question right now because there are valid points on both sides. But Gaurav, I want to ask a fundamental question that people, the people of India must be wondering, which is, has this controversy reached a point where facts don't matter anymore? It doesn't matter if the Congress and the opposition are taken into confidence. The entire purpose of what is going on right now is for political chaos before the election. Or is the Congress willing, even at this stage, to be taken into confidence and given all these details and to give this issue a quiet burial if it is convinced that everything is correct?
See, Shiv, if you are thinking from a very narrow perspective that politics and all those things are happening, I think it's a very narrow perspective. If we are asking that why you paid 42,000 crore rupees more Is this wrong, Shiv?
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I am not saying it.
No, that gentleman.
Please don't mistake me. I'm not saying
BJP,
it's a wrong question. I am saying,
Mr.
is the
Syed,
Congress interested in the facts right now?
Yeah, we are interested in facts.
Okay.
Shiv, from beginning I am saying in your program also, why you are diverting the issue. The minister, Honorable Minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, she mentioned in 2017 that we will disclose. Next day she said we will not disclose. Why you are changing goalpost every day? It means something is wrong. If there is nothing wrong, come with your own data. Are you not going to disclose this data to PSC, to CAG, to the standing committee? If you are going to disclose to them, why not you are disclosing to the people of our country? Whose money is invested in
the national interest, with the national security.
Syed.
For the
Syed,
last of
very
power,
specific question. We're almost out of time.
You cannot mislead people.
Syed, almost out of time. A very quick question to the both of you. Is Minister Jaitley's blog post, his statement, going to be seen as the final word from the government? Or is there another side which suggests that the government may be trying to firefight the issue and trying to find some middle ground and provide some additional information to kill this political issue? Or should we read Minister Jaitley's very aggressive blog post as the final word from the Modi government?
Let me respond. See, as far as our stand is concerned, the Honorable Finance Minister, Mr. Jaitley, he has stated in his blog is something which we have been repeatedly saying. So there is no question of finding a middle ground or meeting of minds. It is a stated position because we are just narrating the truth. The Congress party has to decide that for Rahul Gandhi, personal glory is important or the national glory is important. Personal interest is important or the national security is important. Personal glory for misleading the people is important or the national security is important. I think this Congress party has to decide whether they want to mislead the people for personal interest, for personal favor, for personal gain, for the lust of power, or they will want to
I would just like to say
the national security, the national interest. It is for them to decide.
Look, see, as a journalist, I can interject here and say that questions of national security can always be answered by saying that does national security mean that a scam should be allowed to happen? That's a separate issue altogether. About national security, everyone understands the issue. The point is well taken.
It's not a scam.
No, I understand that. I understand. I'm not saying it's a scam. I'm just saying that nobody can hide behind the idea of national security to legitimize it.
On the contrary, you should appreciate that we have paid less
the substantive issue is fine.
The
substantive issue is fine.
9% lower than what they had committed. That only suggests that we have
this is not to take away. Gaurav, one last question.
You buy from Rafale or from somewhere else.
Absolutely. One last question to Gaurav.
From another country, that does not mean that there's a price of the Rafale jet.
Okay. Point taken, Syed. Gaurav, one last question to you. What is the next step? Now you've just heard it officially here from the BJP that the government is not going to be providing any more information. They're not going to bow down to the Congress's demands. You've seen the very aggressively and aggressively worded blog post by Union Minister Arun Jaitley. It doesn't get more senior than that unless Prime Minister Modi himself decides to speak or write something on this issue or talk about it in a Man Ki Baat. I don't really see that happening. Now what next for the Congress? What are you going to do next politically? How are you going to keep this issue alive?
Shiv, I am asking in the entire blog post, had Ms. Jaitley ji answered any question which we are raising? No question. He is making a simple plain English statement. That is not going to work. We will ask again and again the same question, that why 42,000 crore was paid more than what we did the deal in 2008. Why you are not disclosing the true facts? Why you are hiding, and why you are trying to change the goalpost every time?
So Arun
why
Jaitley,
you are diverting and duping and deceiving the people of our country?
So Arun Jaitley has fired a missile at the Congress party. The Congress party has rejected that missile. That's where things stand. This controversy is going to continue to simmer. Thanks very much, Syed Zafrul Islam and Gaurav Vallabh, for joining us on the Big Face Off here on 5 Live.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.